Introduction. Communication is simply the act of transferring information from one place, person, or group to another. A communication, therefore, has three parts: the sender, the message, and the recipient. The sender encodes the message, and the recipient decodes the message. So good morning, everybody. My name is KARINA Marcela Guevara Lopez, and right now I'm talking about what is communication. Okay, so according to the Merriam-Webster Dictionary, communication is a process by which information is exchanged between individuals through a common system of symbol, sign, or behavior. So in my own word, I can say that communication is exchange of information or give information about something to another person. And then communication could be non-verbal and verbal. So that's depends what you're talking about. So the next one is the development of abilities. When I'm talking about this, the first one is listening skill, and the second one is a non-verbal. So when I'm talking about this, so much of any message is communicated non-verbally. Verbally, and some estimates suggest that this may be as much of 80% of the informational communication. So the next one is make communication a priority. So the next one, simplify and stay on the message. So take classes, read book, magazine, articles, or learn from successful communicator. So around you. So the next one is engage your listener or reader. So draw your listener or reader into a conversation. Ask questions and invite opinion. So the next one, take time to response and make sure that you are understood. So don't blame to the other person for not understanding. Body language is very important. So studies show that 65% of communications is nonverbal. Maintain eye contact and respect your audiences. So recognize your message is not just about you or what you want to say. So you should sincerely care about the opinion about another person. So this is my part. Thank you very much.
Okay, so basically, the meaning of communication is really short or small. In this case, communication for me is simply the way or the act of transferring information from one person or group to another one. So based as the reading that I had, so we have 4 categories of communications. So the first one is spoken or verbal communication. The second one is non-verbal communication. The third one is written communication, and the last one is visualization. These 4 categories are really important based on the reading that I had. So we have different ways of communicate ourselves or to deliver the message. So basically what we do is in the spoken or verbal communication, this includes to have a communication face-to-face by telephone or radio or television or any other media. So the second one is nonverbal communication. So this covers the body language, gestures, or even the way that we present. So basically, we have the third category of communication, that is written communication. So this includes letters, emails, social media, books, and magazines. And the fourth one, that is the last one, is visualizations. That this includes graphs and charts, maps, logos, and other visual communications that can transmit the message.
Hi, I'm Andrea Steffany from Recinos. I'm going to explain about my point of view words communication. So, communication is a process that we share information with other people or individuals through signs, in this case body gestures or behaviors. So according with the development of the abilities of communication skill, we have the listening. So it's necessary to be a good listener, because with this we're going to understand the point of view of the sender. We have the nonverbal communication. So for the nonverbal communication, it's like the understanding or decoding pictures, body gestures or signs, or could be colors and also images. We have the clarity and concision, is go to the point, is be clear of what we want to express to other people. We have the friendliness. In this case, it's necessary to follow three things. It's like smile, using a good tone of voice, and also be kind with other people. We have the confidence. So for that case, it's like don't share your information with people. They tell everything to everyone. So for example, like personal information or secrets or problems in your house. We had the empathy. It's like the understanding of people's feelings, or in this case, like try to help to them with something that they need, or like in a difficult situation they're passing. We have the open mind. For the open mind, is like being flexible, or in this case, like respect others' ideas or ideology. For example, religion or the topic of abortion or sex. We have the respect. For the respect, it's necessary for this case, like making eye contact or calling by our names, or in this case shaking hands, or in this case respecting others' idea. For the respect, it's necessary to be open mind. And then we have the feedback. For the feedback, it's necessary to give like a reliable information in a company, in a school, or in this case in an oral presentation. So thank you so much for paying attention. I am Andrea, Steffany, Flores, Recinos. Bye.
Hello everyone, today I'm gonna explain a little bit about communication skills. Communicating or communication is the simplest act to transmit information from one place or one person to another. So this is truly important for us in order to communicate or in order to give that message to another person. But when we talk about communication skills, we're not talking only about speaking, but we're talking about writing, we're talking about listening, we're talking to all those branches in the same communication tree, we can say it that way. Okay, so when we talk, we need to be very careful in order to others and us to let us understand for them. So when you write, you need to know grammar, you need to know how to connect sentences, how your message is gonna be understandable for others. When you're speaking, you need to be clear when you're saying, to have coherence to other people, not to offend. Try to not to repeat the same words over and over again. Try to be very consistent what you are saying. And the same thing happens when you listen to others, because if you don't listen, you're not gonna be able to respond correctly. So you need to be careful, listening to others, paying attention to what they're saying. If you don't agree what they're saying or do it, you just keep your own opinion, give your ideas, but never offend everybody. It's just simplest. The simplest act, as the definition says. Communicating skills are really important. It's the main purpose of our daily days. We need to communicate to do things, to go places and to everything. Thanks.
Hello, I'm Rachel Gomez, and according to Oxford Online Dictionary, the communication is the act of exchanging information. I think the communication is really important because for me it's the base of our relationship with our family, our group of friends, our society, and I think the communication it's different for all people because the people who use the method that they can, it's better for them. And for example, the verbal communication is when the people speak face to face, and the non-verbal communication is when the people use the gesture and the body language. In the writing communication, I think it's very common because the all people who use the social network or emails. The communication has some skills. The more relevant for me is the listening, because we need to pay attention with the other person is talking with us with the objective to understand the message or understand their opinion. And the other is the respect and confidence. It's very important to respect the other opinion and be confident when we talking about other topic or express our feelings or something like that. And the last one for me is the open-mindedness. In this part, we need to accept the other comments or the other opinions with the objective to maintain a good conversation. This point is essential because the old people has the opportunity to express their point of view, and it's really important for us. And thank you so much. This is my opinion. Well, as we conclude that communication is very relevant in our life because the people has the opportunity to interact with the others and to create a new relationship and new connections to others.
Thank you so much for your attention. As a group, we wish you a wonderful day. Bye.